What are some of your usual Christmas traditions that you'll do every year?
I cook.
You cook?
Yeah, I cook.
You went to CIM and you dropped a 217.
Yeah, I want to get like 215 at Boston.
A woman over a certain age, they all love Stanley Tucci.
No, I think he's a sexy man.
Mate, he's a sex god.
Yeah.
Why did I say that?
So when I did the Santa Wad record,
Yeah.
it must have been the sweat or something, but the felt starts to dissolve. Yeah. So between my chops, this all started to just disintegrate. Yeah, it was proper grim.
Good draft though.
Yeah, no chafing. I never got any chafing from the
But you
Santa.
wore half tights underneath, I assume.
Yeah. I wasn't free willy.
Free balling that. Anyway, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
What the fuck am I wearing, man?
No, what am I wearing?
Yeah, but your costume looks normal.
By the way, I'm just going to preface this. I came here in a normal outfit because we're going for a nice dinner afterwards.
Yeah, we are. In a very unironed shirt.
So I got called out
Wait,
so much.
did you put that on Insta already?
Yeah.
People
are like, in your downtime, Hugo, focus on learning how to iron.
Thing is, though,
Fair enough.
in fairness, I don't know if you've ever had this. Thrilling podcast chat, this, by the way. Steamers, okay? I have never found one that works for me. Oh, we are so back. We are so back. Oh, anyway, what I'm trying to say is I've seen something that I want to buy.
Oh, there's so many interesting conversations we could be having.
We'll get onto them. Don't you worry.
Steamers.
But now, let me tell you about this thing I found. It's actually probably one of the most sort of sticking influencer stories I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And they were promoting this Philips steaming cupboard.
Okay, a cupboard.
Yeah, so
you install a whole cupboard.
So so imagine this. Okay, It's flat packed.
Yeah.
It's like a little material box.
Okay.
You turn it on, you put this steamer cupboard around your clothes, you hang your clothes up in there, press a button, go and do your thing, come back, perfectly steamed iron shirt.
I don't believe it.
It's incredible, mate. The big barrier of entry, though,
is the price.
It's like 500 quid.
Oh, that's actually...
Oh, come off it.
No, it's expensive, but like...
Fucking steamer's 20 quid.
Is it?
Yeah.
A man's never bought a steamer, clearly.
I can tell.
I mean, this is perfectly ironed.
No, it is. Mate, I took it out the box when you got here.
I took it out of the box.
Yeah, sorry.
What are you talking about?
Can I just explain my costume?
You're not a priest.
Right. So this is a present, okay? If you haven't been able to tell. Essentially, I bought this off Amazon and other retailers are available. And it looked like it was a box, okay? And it was an actual box. So I was like, oh, this is going to be quite a difficult costume to wear sat down. I'll insert a picture on screen for you to see what I bought it as. And I thought, I'm going to give myself the difficult one to wear because my guests, I don't want them uncomfortable, you know. Anyway, lo and behold, it arrives in a vacuum sealed container. And here it is. It looks shit.
That needs a steam.
It does. It needs many things. I think a furnace is calling for it. Yeah. It definitely looks
okay.
fun.
No, you know what?
We need to move on. We need to move on. Anyway, welcome back, Hugo.
Yeah, Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve.
There's no one I'd rather do a Christmas special with, my friend.
Okay, so...
is this gift exchanging now?
Yeah, sure. Well, I guess we just I need a drink because I'm slightly hungover.
Are you?
Yeah. We did a pub crawl, last night.
Who's we?
Me and my old colleagues at BT.
BT?
Yeah, I used to work at BT. I did
what
Wi-Fi.
What strange lie.
Yeah, I know. What?
That is such a strange lie.
What do you mean?
BT. You worked at BT.
I can't tell if you're joking. I did 5 years there.
God, good service.
I was on their grad scheme.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. I know loads about telco. So yeah, I got you some. I thought we could start off with some cocktails today.
Yeah.
And then move on to
the hard stuff.
I was going to say the hard stuff. I was going to, but this is probably harder than it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I'm still double part with a coffee. I need to get it down, mate.
Yeah. So we're going to start with, I think, probably the Christmas margarita.
Okay, nice.
This is from Neo.
It's that thing you have at Christmas, you know.
Yeah,
typically.
Yeah, it was that or a spicy one. I thought Christmas would be more on point.
Can I just say, sorry to interrupt you, actually.
Yeah.
One of the many tangents we'll go on. You know Picantes from Soho House?
Of course.
Yeah. So for those who don't know, it's essentially a spicy margarita drink with chili in it. Now, if you have one too many of those, the next day is awful.
Honestly, the worst hangover because it burns your head and your arse.
Stingray from a hangover is not ideal.
It's just the worst. I mean, arguably, it's like a less. I don't know. It's not as bad as when you have a real spicy curry on a night out. Because that's just then.
Yeah. I often find it's the lesser punchy dishes that do more damage the next day.
Yeah, the butter chicken.
No. I'm talking like a Szechuan or something like that. It's a bit kind of in the moment mild, but it does its damage later on. Anyway, this is not a sensible conversation. Can I also just say, by the way, Hugo and I were joined earlier before we started recording this by a lovely man called Tom, who messaged us both on Instagram, and he makes his own wine. And he came and dropped over some bottles of wine, and this one he recommended for us to have on the pod. It is called Darcy, D''RC. That's a good name, that. I've probably absolutely butchered it. But yeah, he makes his own wine. Really sick. So I'm looking forward to trying that. He's also given us a couple of other bottles to enjoy over Christmas. So thank you, Tom. Barman, where's my drink?
I feel these really, with a bit of ice, it would look nicer and a bit of garnish. But in this, it looks a bit peak.
No, you know what that looks like? It looks like when it looks like when you're mine sweeping in a nightclub. So like all the drinks by the smoking area. I don't mind sweep, by the way.
Of course not.
Have you ever done it?
No comment. Here we go. Happy Christmas, mate.
So what we got here?
Okay. It looks kind of hard liquory, doesn't it? Okay, yeah, it's proper. It's so this is a Christmas margarita. Shake. We didn't shake. Pinch the corner. Pour over ice. Yeah, we're missing that.
So basically, we've not done anything it's asked apart from just pour
ginger
it out.
and apple liqueur made with a holiday version of the ultimate tequila summer cocktail. Okay, cheers.
Cheers, mate.
Happy Christmas.
I don't like the smell of it. Happy Christmas.
Well, that's so strong.
Mate, that is strong.
That is so strong.
Are you supposed to water these down?
No, it's a margarita. Should we just sit it off?
Yeah, let's get it gone. Mate, that's gonna... Okay, I was gonna cheers you, but... Fucking hell.
A Negroni or an espresso martini next.
Oh... Anyway, It's Christmas Eve if you're listening to this on the day of release. Merry Christmas. What are you up to this Christmas then?
I'm off to Perth.
It's a long way to go.
Scotland, not Australia.
Perthshire.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? Train travel in this, not to get political, but train travel in this country is outrageous. It is costing me £209
Fuck off.
return.
Fuck off.
Outrageous. And the trains will probably be cancelled and super delayed because I'm going 23rd to 27th. It's a 6-hour train journey as well. It's 2 days either side.
You know what?
Wasted.
That's probably more expensive than the flight you'll have to pay to come to my wedding.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. That's insane.
I need to book those.
I also still haven't given you an invite.
I actually know nothing about your wedding.
No, because...
I literally, nothing.
Because I was going to give it to you on the pod, but essentially we've got the invites at home in 3 stacks, okay? We've got 1 stack, which is the kind of like basic, you're coming to the wedding, whatever.
Congrats.
Congrats, you've made the cut.
Yeah.
One of them's like a info sheet about the whole weekend, so what's happening Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Nice, yeah.
And then there's one which has got the QR code for the website, but we've misplaced the stack of QR codes. So I'm like, I might as well just send you the link to the website to RSVP.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I've already RSVP'd.
Yeah. Have you?
Yeah, I just said.
Told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, we got to do it all, for the
proper. Yeah.
It's a hassle, I have to say.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Oh mate, it'd be class. Anyway,
I've got so many weddings. Just yeah.
Well, when I invited you, wasn't there a bit of drama? You were like, oh my god,
I've got like 5 weddings, and for some bizarre reason, no one can be normal and just have it in the UK. You got to be long and go to nice places.
Honestly, if you're doing something once in your life, hopefully, and I'd like to say I've been with Izzy for 11 years. I'm confident this is the one time I'm going to be doing
I have to say that Instagram reel you put up of the 11 years.
Yeah.
Mate, you've had a glow up. I'm so proud of you,
Thanks,
honestly.
Man. Appreciate it.
And I'm now convinced it's the hair.
Yeah.
It's the hair.
Because actually, to be fair, my weight, I've probably been this weight before in the past and looked way more clapped.
Yeah.
So
me and
you and your significant other
were questioning if you'd been to Turkey. That's how much we thought the glow up was.
Really?
Yeah, we thought you'd been to Turkey.
because when I had the buzz cut, it's kind of quite. No, my hairline's still a bit kind of like.
Yeah, but we were like, has he been to Turkey to get some treatment?
Oh no, I'm getting my teeth done though.
Are you?
Yeah.
You getting turkey teeth?
No, I'm getting Invisalign.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting it actually fitted near your way.
No way. Interesting. I really want to get my
near
whitened.
Bond Street.
You've
had braces. I can see on the thing on the back of your teeth.
And you know what the worst part is? It always breaks.
Really?
And then I can't be bothered to go to the dentist because it costs so much money to get it changed.
Yeah.
Anyway, again, this is
huge tangent.
Yeah, huge tangent.
But I'm getting the teeth done with my wedding in mind because I hate my smile. Okay. This podcast has highlighted it for me in particular.
Yeah.
So if you're seeing this and you want to really just upset my Christmas, just comment saying "gammy teeth." But no, basically because my front
new hate comment.
Yeah, new hate comment unlocked. Essentially, when I smile, and you can probably see here, my front teeth are so much bigger, and these ones are smaller, so it looks like a massive fuck off arch. It looks shit, and I've got an overbite, so I need to get it sorted. But yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So, sorry, your Christmas
Scotland,
plans. What are you up to?
We're going to Scotland. My mum's whole family are coming. It's going to be merry. They know how to drink. My uncle used to be an alcohol supplier.
I thought you were about to say my uncle used to be an alcoholic.
No, well, I mean, no comment. But he actually supplied me through uni with the most ridiculous amount of drink called dragon soup.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah. Now that stuff was like crack.
It's got caffeine in, hasn't it?
It has. It's a Red Bull.
Yeah.
But 15%. And
why is your uncle like selling these?
Yeah, we got pallets sent to us. I'll show you the picture. We can insert it here. We got sent the most mad amount of dragon soup in my second year. We got actual lorries coming with it.
No.
And we just were like, fuck it. We'll just.
I assume he worked for the retail of dragon soup.
He retailed it. He didn't work for them, and he just he was like a third party supplier.
Yeah.
And honestly, the waviest nights. If you have anger issues, though, don't drink it because it will bring out the worst in you. We saw some people do some mad shit.
Wait, so none of your halls were kind of having to pay for alcohol because you're just supplying?
Yeah, we had loads. I mean, it was mad.
Is there not a legal issue around that?
I mean, it was pretty heavy. I'm not. Also, two of them was good. Two of them were good. You had two, and you were feeling very buzzed.
Yeah.
Proper.
My uni cheat code. You know what it was? I used to get 3 bottles of Henry Westons from Co-op for £5. Remember Henry Weston cider?
Oh, we had
8.7%.
White Ace.
White Ace.
Yeah, it was White Ace. It was the big liter ciders.
Yeah, like the ones you see people cutting about with.
Yeah, and we had a football social called, it was like a waste social. So you'd basically text your captain how many liters of White Ace you could drink with a 3-hour time span. So we'd all go to someone's house, sit in a room where we weren't allowed to leave, just have a timer on the TV, and it would just be counting down for 3 hours. And you would have texted in how much you think you could drink of White Ace. So
surely just say a low number.
No, because if you're the lowest, you get a punishment, and if you're the highest, you get a punishment if you don't hit that number.
Okay.
So you had to be like, what's everyone else going to go for? So you can't be the lowest because you don't want to be, because the punishment for that was bad.
Yeah.
And then the highest, if you said something stupid, you have to drink it or you'd get a punishment.
Right.
So in the first year's always got it wrong. By second year, you knew. But so it was I think everyone used to say 3 liters.
Okay. 3 liters is obscene.
Of cider. And it was
1
8%.
an hour.
Yeah.
God.
And you weren't allowed to add anything. Blackcurrant with it, a blackcurrant squash, it was actually drinkable. But
is it kind of a bit like Edward cider hands?
Yeah. And you just sat there, and people, I guess we talked. I can't really remember what we did, but we would just sit there for 3 hours in a football social and just drink White Ace.
I didn't realise you were a football social guy.
Yeah.
I didn't realise you played football.
Yeah.
Were you good? You must have been if you were on the uni team.
No, I wasn't. It wasn't uni, it was college.
What do you mean?
So Durham was collegiate.
Intramural.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
So, and it was a great time. Well. Captain of the E team football.
E?
Yeah, we had 15 teams.
Yeah, no, I thought that would be the case at Durham.
So E was actually decent.
I feel like our uni experiences...
We were championship level of the leagues.
What position were you?
Dubious striker.
Okay.
I used to be decent at school. I was the left back, and then I liked to move forward a bit too much, and so I finally pushed my way to left wing because I just didn't defend. And my coaches were like, "Okay, fine, you just
play up top."
Yeah.
Ball to the feet or in the air?
I wasn't I was a left foot wizard, which basically means you can get into a higher team because no one else is left footed.
Yeah.
You actually don't have to be that
Left foot
good.
tax,
Yeah. The left foot tax, it's pretty good.
Were you kind of like take the ball with your back to goal, turn and ping it, or were you kind of just sort of?
Yeah, I scored a lot from corners.
Oh, so from head, like from
No, actual corners. Yeah, I scored 4 goals.
What? So you whipped them in?
Yeah,
with your
whipped them in
left
a bit too much. Yeah,
Mad.
Yeah, no, I was all right. It took some good free kicks, but I was slow. I was quick fiber.
No
fast twitch yeah, gone.
Yeah.
Never had them. Left the chat years ago.
Mad.
I was slow. Everyone always laughed at how slow I was running down the wing.
Do you want to see? Actually, this reminds me. I'll find it and show it to you another time. I'll show it to you after the pod and I'll put it in my reel. There's a video I found of me running a half marathon in 2021. November 2021 for Movember. I did this half marathon with no training, but this is probably when I was at my heaviest, I'd say. And my word, mate, it's a tough old watch. It's a really tough watch. I look at it now and go, this is so sick. I can see that and go, look where I am now. It was really mad.
I sometimes look back at like photos of me running in 2022 after COVID when I did like Hackney half and stuff like that, and I just look at myself and go like, that's a different human. It's mad.
Even your drip when you were running back in the day was shocking.
But running drip was bad until like 24 maybe.
Yeah. Are there any creators that knocking about that you think need to work on their drip?
Me?
No, I think you've got good running drip now with the neckerchief and the bucket hat.
It was really annoying. One of my gifts I was going to get you was a Precision Fuel bucket hat. And then I put it in your gift box, which is just here. And I went, oh, you can't wear that. That's tough. That's tough.
You get me a Cadence one if they make it, but...
Can you wear my merch if I did a collab with Precision? Probably not.
I can ask. I'd like to support a friend. If you're wanting people to support it and buy it, of course I will purchase it and do my bit. Absolutely.
You can tell.
Mate, that looks vile.
It's a Negroni. Negronis are lovely.
No, I do like a Negroni, to be fair. You know what always reminds me of Stanley Tucci? Yeah, what a guy. I feel like he's the bloke, he could steal anyone's wife. Do you know what I mean? A woman over a certain age, they all love Stanley Tucci.
Probably not to have sex with them, though.
I never said sex.
But you said he could steal anyone's wife.
Right, message your mum and say, would you date Stanley Tucci? I guarantee you, your mum is saying yes.
Okay,
genuinely, I want you to do this.
Okay.
Mum, question for you. Would you date Stanley Tucci if he came to your door?
Okay.
Voice note her if you want.
My mum doesn't know how to voice note. My sister listens to this pod, so I only have to be nice. My sister will love this, actually. I don't even know how to spell it.
Tucci.
Oh my god, that's interesting spelling. I think he's a sexy man.
Mate, he's a sex god.
Yeah.
Why did I say that? I didn't need to say that. There's like no need.
Would you date Stanley Tucci? Okay, let's see what she says. We'll
Are you just
back.
raw dogging it with that? Cool. There's no context needed.
No,
right,
me and
fine.
my mum don't need context.
No, fair enough.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. We're not down this one. Let's actually sip this one.
Ooh.
That's doable. That's doable.
You know what that reminds me of? Summer. Oh, it's delightful. Good memories. That and an Aperol Spritz.
I feel like you and I had quite a different uni experiences. Because I went to Bournemouth Uni and Durham Uni's quite rah-rah, isn't it?
Yeah, I got there and realised I'd made a massive mistake. Not to get deep early, but went through some tough periods in my sixth form years at school, and I went to a very traditional boarding school.
You went to
Marlborough. Yeah. It's on
Marlborough.
It's on my LinkedIn. Anyone?
I thought you went to King's.
Nah, Marlborough. And so I'd gone to a very traditional private school. It was all raw, all that. And then I chose the uni I didn't really think about my uni choices at all. I just applied to 5 unis. I got into all 5 of them, and I was like, oh, where should I guess Durham's like a good choice. I got in, I went there straight away, didn't like think about it, and got there. I was just like, this is literally my school experience, but you can drink freely. That's it. There was no nuance. There was no difference. And I was doing something I just didn't. I was doing politics. I don't know. One thing I hate about talking about now is politics. I don't like. There was no reason for me to go, and I look at it now and go like, well, I spent nearly 50k on an experience that like. I don't even think I've got much out of it. My career now is posting online. So like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I feel like the things you learn from uni though are so much more hidden. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. But if I talk to someone who's like not that sure, I think apprenticeships are actually amazing. Like we had at BT when I worked at BT.
Yeah,
there was a really good apprentice scheme where they got 3 years where they did uni like 2 days a week and went to BT and did like sales and stuff for 3 days a week. And honestly, those guys like had a good time. You're getting paid. All your uni was paid for. You left at 21 and you got a full-time job at BT and you were like proper set. And I was like, if you're not that sure, like it's not a bad gig. I mean, I don't know how you live on like 20k in London. That's tough.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Apart from that, uni was fun. I enjoyed it. But
yeah, it's a good laugh, isn't it?
2.5 years at Durham, I was like, I need to get out of here. It's small. It's so small.
Wait, so did you finish uni then? Did you?
No. The last 6 months were just like tough. You know what I mean? Like I just wanted to get out.
Got you. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I think for me, my uni experience massively hinged on doing student radio. Like I went to uni
No way.
with the idea that I was going to join uni to basically do student radio.
No way.
Yeah, so I actually used to want to be a radio presenter, which makes sense to me doing this. So that's
you
why
can still get into it.
I know radio's for me is done. Like
really?
that dream's done. If someone come to me and said there's an opportunity to try it, sure, why not? But I much prefer podcasting.
Don't you want to be like a Scott Mills guy? You know?
I used to.
I love Scott Mills. I met him.
Yeah, I know. I'm
my
so
God,
jealous,
it was
mate.
so cool. And
you
honestly,
actually lived a bit of a dream of mine doing that Radio 2
sorry,
stuff.
Mate.
That's all right. No, it's fine.
I met him and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
He's sick.
Like, honestly, him and Chris Stark were like peak radio. That was when he interviewed, who was it? Mila Kunis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So funny.
Honestly, that's like, when was 2013?
Yeah, it was early.
It was early. And I remember like watching that interview and being like, this guy is the joke. That's the jokesiest thing
2015 was my gap year.
Yeah.
And that's when I turned on Radio 1, used to listen to it all the time, turned on Radio 1, Scott and Chris were doing the Freshers Tour. So they'd go around the UK to different unis and basically like, they would host it from different uni radio stations.
No way.
And I was like, this is sick. Wait, is this a thing? Like, and I looked into it. I ended up going to Bournemouth Uni, but one of the best stations was Nottingham Trent, which I almost went to. There was also Leeds Student Radio, which was really good. And I had a place at Leeds to do something else. And there was loads of different choices. And I was like, cool, I'll go Bournemouth because I was quite unsure about the whole uni experience. And I knew Bournemouth just from Izzy's family and stuff. And it turned out to be a really good course and what I wanted to do. So I was like, cool, I'll go there.
The only other thing about, did you guys get like at Bournemouth Uni, the roguest people coming to do like nightclub?
Oh, yeah,
sets?
yeah.
Like Bass Hunter.
Yeah.
That guy, creepy.
I haven't met the guy.
No. He slept around a lot with.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard some stories about Dappy sleeping with one of the girls from my uni.
Yeah. Just like you're going to uni nights. Like,
yeah.
I'd love to know what they got paid.
Also,
and then by the end, you were getting Love Island stars. That was the
worst.
Jokes.
There was this lad who we were mates with at the time. I haven't spoken to him since uni, but there was a video that my friend posted, and it was him DJing on an ironing board to like a big window, which was, no one was looking at him, but it was a massive window over Bournemouth Town Centre. Anyway, for some reason, Lad Bible posted it and went uni lad, like they always do. And it was like, it was this guy DJing in front of the window, giving it beans, like swirling around the bowls and stuff. Anyway, Bournemouth, Cameo, one of the biggest nightclubs there, were like, yeah, do we want you to do a DJ set? And so they got an ironing board and a couple bowls and made him do a DJ set. How daft is that?
Did he get paid?
No, of course he didn't. He just got free drinks all night.
Fair enough.
They gave him a table and his mates a table. And I remember everyone thinking it was the coolest thing ever. And I was just thinking, I was just like, I at the time, I thought this is hilarious, this is funny. But I look back at it now and go, what the fuck are these people smoking? Not the boys, I'm talking about the organisers.
Yeah, but also Instagram was barely there.
Yeah, so true.
So like, you used to put a carousel up. There was no reels. There's nothing like that. It's moved quick.
Mate, when Izzy first started posting, she used to post like a top-down picture of her food. That was it.
And it probably banged.
Yeah, you used to get like 2,000 likes on a picture of a plate.
Yeah.
Crazy. Anyway, mate, we need to get on with this episode because we are 26 minutes in and we've not talked about a single thing productive. What I wanted to start talking about is because I asked about your Christmas. What are some of your usual Christmas traditions that you'll do every year?
I cook.
You cook?
Yeah, I cook.
I like that.
Stressful.
I'm with you.
It's big. I love it. It's my it's the moment of the year for my cooking ability.
Now, are you a bit like me in a sense you're a bit of a control freak? So if someone does it wrong, you'll get pissed off.
Well, no one else has an option to do anything because I'm doing it all.
Yeah, but if someone said, look, I'll step in and do this.
Oh, no. I say actually, luckily, I know my aunt won't be listening to this, but a couple of years ago, we went to Bath to stay with my aunt and uncle. And she's like done the Christmas cooking for her family for quite a long time. And I wanted to bring a new sense of how things should be done. And we had some creative differences in the kitchen. Ooh. Like, I'm not going to lie, she boiled the Brussels sprouts and just like wanted to serve them like that.
Didn't put them in a frying pan with some bacon and...
Yeah, you get the pancetta, okay? A bit of orange peel, like zest it over, just some flavour, some hot honey, something. Just
add a bit of character.
Literally anything apart from boiled. And my brother looked at me and he looked at me and he looked at the sprouts and he was like, Hugo, what are those? And I was like, it was not mine. And then, controversial, I whipped out a meat thermometer. Okay, why is that controversial? I don't know. I put it in the turkey, just so overdone, and I was like, I was going to say her name.
Can I just ask, had she cooked the turkey herself and you gone, I will have a look at this?
Yes.
And you pulled out your meat thermometer.
Yeah, and she was like, no, I do it by feel. And I was like, well, that's wrong. You don't do it by feel. You do it by temperature. You do it by the internal core.
It's not an easy run.
It's not. Let's check this. No, there's literal technology for this. Sometimes technology is not helpful, but in this instance, meat, it's important to check the internal temperature.
Yeah.
Okay. You put the meat thermometer in. Bang, it's right. It's between 65 and 70 because there's a high grade turkey. Actually, that's a lot. It's usually 60 to 65. Look, it's not that hard. You put it in. People get turkey so wrong. It's not that deep, okay? And you know what the best recipe for turkey is to be fair to him, it's Jamie Oliver's, okay? Because he takes the legs off, okay? You can get your butcher to do this. Ask them to debone the legs and take them off and so you just have the crown.
It's Christmas Eve, mate. I think it might be a little late.
Okay, fine. Well, no, it's not late to do this technique because you can debone the legs. It's just a bit of faff. I do it, but it takes a bit of time. Take the legs off, okay? Then you debone the legs, and then you get your meat basher. You bash the meat, the thigh, okay?
Bash your meat.
Yeah, bash your meat. It's nice and flat. Still the skin's there, okay? And then you put stuffing in the middle, roll it up, okay? Then you get the skin, tighten it over, and you then string it up. So you get little rolls of leg meat with stuffing in the middle, and it's honestly the most delicious thing ever. Put some sage in there, some orange.
No, you're actually a serious cook.
Oh no, this is my Champions League final.
Is it?
Yeah, it's unreal. I love it.
Mad.
The potatoes, big fan of that. Like you got to
yeah, potatoes is my.
I like making a ham as well.
Okay,
I'm a big ham. Right. Yeah, Nigella's black treacle recipe, very good.
I've got a bit of a problem with ham because I'm such a pork belly man. Like I love a crispy outing to a pork joint. I feel like a ham is a waste.
I love a ham.
I don't know if I get much from it.
No, it's delicious. If it's salty, like put it in a bit of the day after.
Yeah, true.
Bit of gravy. Great in a sandwich.
Yeah.
Some good red cabbage.
Yeah.
Oh, people get red cabbage wrong. So honestly,
not a fan.
Nah, but you just not had it right.
Really?
Yeah. My Christmas meals are unreal. Every year, banging. This year, I'm worried.
Are you going to make some content out of your Christmas meal this year?
obviously, I've made a video about me setting up a coffee machine, which is free content, me cooking, unreal.
Oh, dearie me. But yeah, so you're going to be in charge of the Christmas meal.
This year it's dubious because we're with the extended Scottish family.
So you think people will jump in?
Yeah, I'm sure. There's actually also like, I don't want to cook for, it's like 20 people.
Maybe you get a whiteboard out and you can delegate.
Yeah.
That might be a play.
I don't like delegating.
No?
No, it's tough. Because people have, and then they try and integrate their own thing into it and it just never works.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I find sometimes it works if you're giving someone a set instructions they can't fuck up.
But what are you giving someone? Even people can...
Peeling?
I've seen people ruin peeling. Parsnips and carrots are an important part.
Parsnips are so shit.
No, they're not. If you get them right, crispy, lovely part.
No, I'm not a fan, man. I'm not a fan.
Really?
Brussels sprouts, massively overhated. Hugely overhated vegetable. I think that's fantastic.
They're actually really good when you pan fry them. Oh,
yeah, lovely.
Yeah, get a nice little glaze on them.
But have you got any weird traditions there amongst your family? Because you were saying to me that you would never not spend it with your family.
I'd never not spend it with my family just because I love my family. And it's like a big thing. It's like Christmas has always been a big thing. My mum really goes hard on it.
That's really nice.
It's so funny. She's like, oh, I'm not doing presents this year. Guys, I'm not doing presents. Don't get me anything. And then she literally whips out like so many presents for everyone.
Really?
And like,
She's just a liar then.
No, she's honestly just a pure liar. It's like such a hater. Like she'll be like, she'll be so happy to be sitting there being like, oh, what did I get you? Oh, what's this? And she obviously knows what it is because she bought it for us. And me and my brother and sister always go like, I mean, we love it because who doesn't? Actually, no. I get to caveat this. I used to love it when I had to pay for things. But unfortunately, in this new career, you do get a lot of free stuff. And I actually just feel wasteful now. Like it's...
I was saying this to Izzy because I was like, my mum keeps nagging me. She's like, what do you want? And I was like, look, mum, I don't know. Just you surprise me. Like, you just think, get me what you think's nice, all this sort of stuff. And it's so true. I'm like, I feel like I've become just sort of like, I want for nothing now.
Because and it's super lucky.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's mad.
Amazing.
Yeah,
it's such a privileged position to be in. But it's also really cool as well because it can go the other way. Like, I'm able to now give like running trainers to my run club to the lads that are the same size as me, which is a really cool thing to be able to do.
You also gave me those terrible Pro Eventos.
Oh, God. Are we going to go on to that now? Should we just do it?
Absolutely dead. They were so dead. I put them on.
Now, can we just preface? I don't know whether it's the shoe's fault or the fact that they've been sat on my shoe shelf for... well, since May, when I got given them.
Yeah, no, I think it's that.
Do you?
Yeah, I think there's, I don't know. So,
but my flat's not like cold or anything. It's just a normal temperatured flat.
I don't know, those shoes, I don't know. I put them on, and for a start, there's nothing. Who runs a marathon in them? There's nothing there.
Really?
There's no insole. They've literally taken it all out.
Yeah.
And so I like the team. So context, I guess, imagine if you're just listening to this and you don't know who.
Yeah, so true.
It'd be so road.
I'll intro what you did, mate. You went to CIM and you dropped a 2:17.
Yeah,
like
so
you're
California International Marathon. I got invited out there by Precision Fuel. Super cool opportunity. They had the whole team out there. It was super cool. I'm like, I'm going to wear these shoes, and everyone that has a look at them because they're kind of like crazy shoes. No one really has them. They're like 500 quid. It's crazy. And I look inside them, and Lindsay, this actual sports scientist there, who I dubbed Dr. Dow, because he was the guy who was like just going like, Hugo, your carb load's not right. Like he was just the whole weekend. But he looks in the middle of inside of them and goes, Hugo, is there meant to be an insole in this? I could just see like the stitching. And I look at them and I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I thought the same.
Yeah.
Because I messaged Cole Gibbons, who'd worn them, and I said, mate, are these like, is this correct? And he sent me a photo of his, and he's like, I've got no insole on mine either.
Okay, cool. So I tried, I put them on the Friday, and I did like a 4x1K session. And I know like it was probably in my head, and I'm sure they are great shoes, but it was mad. Like I literally like got back and I was like, I can't wear these. And Andy, the CEO of Precision, was like, well, what are you going to do about that, Hugo? What, are you going to go and buy some new ones? And I looked at him, I was like, yeah. And he was like, really? Where are you going to find some random carpet? And I found like some, I think it's called Fleet Feet.
Yeah,
big, like,
I saw them comment on your...
Yeah. And I just went there and I was like, what do they have? And they literally had no carbons. They had one pair of carbons. out of all, like they didn't have Pro 4s, they didn't have Vaporflies. They had, I think they had Alpha Flies, but they look really weird, and I'm not an Alpha Fly guy. But then they had the New Balance, and I was like, just take my money. Just do it. It was,
were they the latest ones as well?
Yeah, V5s, unreal shoe. I love them. And then start line came around and
race of your life, mate.
Like it's interesting. Like I don't know if you've ever had this, but I remember. So I think everyone always says like, so this the tagline for CIM this year was 20. Oh no, I'm gonna mess this up now. It was like I had it on my arm sleeves. It was like 20 miles of hope, 6 miles of heart, or something like that. I'll get the proper one up because it's actually like it's proper nerdy, but it worked. Here we go. Oh yeah, 20 miles of hope, 6.2 miles of truth.
Ooh,
that was their tagline. Decent.
And was it that?
And like I got to 30k, and I looked down. I was like, so I got to 32k, so 20 miles in, and I was like, I feel good. You don't get many opportunities. Like that's my 18th marathon, right? You don't get that many opportunities where you're like
feeling good at 32.
Hello,
yeah,
okay, and like every kilometer from 32 to 42, I was just like, I checked in. I was like, okay, feel fine. You need one good day. You just need one good day. That's like for you when you're going for like sub 3. It might not happen this. It might not happen this one. It might not happen the next one. But anytime you start to feel good, you're like, you just need one good day to do it. You just need that one day, and then for the rest of the time, you can't take that away. So like, but you also have to realize that you're feeling good and just like capitalize on it. Because I was just feeling good, and I was like, today could be the day I do something mad. And I was like, I had done like 109.30 for the first half.
Okay, so your pacing strategy, you were dropping what, 3:18s? That was the plan.
Yeah,
3:18s.
So I did 109.30, which falls down at like a 2:19 exactly, right? And so I was like, oh, perfect. I can, that 2:19 would be mad. Like, or maybe if I can get to 2:18.59, that would be crazy.
Equally as sick. It's a 1 minute PB.
Yeah, 1 minute PB. And then I just start to feel good. Second half, I'm like, also the first half is like very rolling. So it's actually like, it's net downhill, but actually it's very undulating, the course. Surprisingly hard. If you're choosing between CIM or Valencia, never choose CIM.
Really?
Yeah, never. It's actually like, it's not tricky, but the downhills are like really downhill. They're like proper steep.
I'm not a fan of running downhill, man.
And then the uphills aren't easy. So like, and it was rolling, and on my watch it said 225 meters of elevation. Now watch is never right, but that's technically only 20 meters less than Boston, which is apparently one of the most like hilly, hard marathons you can get as a major. So it was like, I got through the first half, and everyone said 10 miles to like, no, so from 6 to 10 miles is pretty tricky, very rolling. And so I'd got past that, done another 10K, got to 32, and I was like, let's see what happens. And I'd run most of it alone because basically it was the US, it was the first time you could try and qualify for the US Olympic trials. And the US Olympic trials is a big thing in America. They have it in 2027. I think it's 2028 is LA Olympics. So they have the trials in 2027, and like you have to get a sub 2:16 to qualify for that. And so the big group of people were all trying to get sub 2:16.
Like 2:15 sort of time.
Yeah, 2:15.59, right?
Must have been a pack.
That was a huge pack. 52 men qualified for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Mitch was one of them, wasn't he?
Yeah. So he got a 2:14. So there's this big pack, right, of 2:16ers. There's no one going for 2:20 because everyone's trying to get that one, right? And they're like, oh, if I fall off that, then I'll still get a good time, but I won't qualify. So I ran most of CIM alone, and then just picked off people as they were all falling back
from the 2:15 group.
Yeah. But it was mostly solo running, but I just felt really good, and I was like, let's keep hammering. And then I got to the last kilometer, and I don't check my watch. At all.
At all?
Not really.
Well, so what happens when you want to know how fast? Do you just know your pace that well?
I do 5K splits.
Okay. So you'll only check it every 5K?
Yeah.
So, okay, right. So say, this probably doesn't happen for you, but this is coming from someone who is like fairly intermediate, okay?
Yeah.
You split your watch at 5K.
Yeah.
Like, cool, bang on pace. You split it at 10, and what if it's gone horrifically wrong?
It won't.
It just wouldn't have.
Well, you know.
No, I know, but like...
But no, it's also like, so in London, what happened to me was I remember doing it, and I hit my watch at 30, and I thought I was going at marathon pace, and I was 20 seconds off. And I was like, okay, well, day's gone.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So whereas like in CIM, it was every 5, I was doing like 16 10s to 16 20s every 5K.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, calm. First couple of 5Ks was like probably a bit, so I was aiming for 1640 to below. And every time I was getting like 16 10 to 16 20. And every time I was like, oh, this is punchy, but not feeling too bad. Let's just keep it going.
Yeah.
And then my last 5K, I think I was in the like 15s.
Wow.
My last 2K were 309 and 306.
Wow.
And the last 200 meters was like a 258.
Just absolutely hammering
it, yeah.
Mate, so
it.
Right, so you hit that 32K mark and you're like, right, I'm cooking here. I'm definitely going to PB.
Yeah.
What is the play then? Do you just run? Do you just put heart into it?
Nah, you got to be careful though, because that's when you can get burnt. And like I started to feel my hamstrings a little bit, and you can kind of get that like cramping. You know, when you're like, oh, I could be cramping. So you've got to like play it like that. You got to think about, oh, what's going to help this? So on course, there was precision fuel and hydration, like electrolyte and carb mix. So I was like, okay, I'll take some of that, because that's just additional carbs that will help. Maybe like a bit more salt. And I had salt tabs as well. So you've got to be super careful about like, especially when you're really running close to like your peak threshold before you get into like lactate. You've got to be, because once you're over that mark, then you're starting to build up too much lactate to like get it out, and then you'll just like cramp and all that kind of stuff. So as much as like I finished and I knew I had a bit more in the tank, hindsight's 2020, because if I'd like just gone a bit too fast for a couple of K, the wheels could have fallen off, and then I'd have fallen back and maybe had a disastrous last 5K. It's such a like delicate balance. And so like every K I checked in with myself going like, where are my normal like pain points? And it's usually like I get really bad like ab cramps. And I was like, I could start feeling them a little bit.
Is that why working on your abs is so key when you're running at that faster pace?
Well, I mean, I think it's just where you get cramp. Like some people get it in their calf, some people get it in their hamstrings.
I'm a hamstring man.
Like I just randomly get it like in my actual abs. So like that's just where I have cramps, and I've fallen foul of that before. So I was just like checking in, like, how's my body feeling every kilometer? And every kilometer I'm like, I'm fine. This is good. Like, okay, this is like...
It's almost like that kind of weird imposter thing, isn't it? When you're like, I feel good. Why am I feeling good?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on?
Yeah. It's like, why is today the day? And it just was perfect conditions, but so funny. So I finish... So Precision basically are looking to... They're doing some papers on like lactate levels and how like in longer endurance, how your body is affected by longer endurance efforts. To like look at some other products they want to work on. And so like I got bloods taken before. Sorry.
It's all right.
I got bloods taken before the race and like my weight and everything like that. And then like they were like, I finish. Everyone's like congratulating me. They're like, wow, that's mad. And then Lindsay, the sports scientist, goes like, Hugo, like literally 2 minutes after, he's like, got to go to the tent. Get naked. Weigh yourself. Just so degrading. Like I've just done the biggest achievement of my life. Standing on a scale, butt naked in the freezing cold.
Fucking hand over your nuts.
Yeah, marathon dick, not big. You know, like tough.
Wait, didn't you say someone walked in?
Yeah, just me, just there.
No, who was it?
Oh, it was the CEO, Andy, just like, just there. And he's like, hello, mate. And I'm like, how you doing?
I'm not going to shake your hand because then something else is going to be in view.
Just like, yeah, tough. You know, degrading. Yeah. And then he's like, and then Lindsay, the sports scientist, is like, Hugo, it's like extracting blood from a stone. Literally nothing. There was no blood in my hands. It was because it was 6 degrees. So my hands were just like frozen. And he just kept stabbing me with the needle. Like,
Can't they take it from elsewhere?
Yeah, so then there was another guy, Sean, and he was getting it done as well, and it took them like 5 attempts in that finger. He couldn't get anything out, so they had to like start doing it in the arm and everything. And like for a week after, my finger was so like proper bruised.
Really?
Yeah, because then he kept like being like squeezing it and like trying to get anything out. He was like,
and that was just to get the lactate.
No, it's just get blood. So like they were getting my like really cool. They were getting like my hematocrit level, which is basically how much like EPOs in your system and stuff, like not actual EPO, but your body naturally produces EPO, right?
Yeah.
And so like there's a natural level, and it's like how much do you have at the beginning, how much do you have at the end, like what are the ranges, then how much lactate do you have before, after, what's your pH level? So they were doing the whole
Got
works,
you.
like,
If you were to have taken performance enhancing drugs for this marathon, what do you reckon you could have got?
it was actually, I was asking Lindsay about this. I was like, so if you take drugs,
Yeah.
how long does it stay in your like system and stuff like that? And it's like, would you, if you just like took them and then stopped them in like a year's time, do you still have the advantage? And it's like, actually, you really don't.
No. It's like steroids. As soon as you stop taking them, you become worse.
Yeah. But it does actually take a bit of time.
Yeah.
So there is a buffer. But if I did a T17 and I was on drugs, I'd be honestly, it's embarrassing how bad that would be. You know what I mean? It's like, you see somebody who's taking steroids and you're like, they've got the weakest physique, and you're like, that's embarrassing. Like,
no, it's
there's a natural ability where you can get to before you think of popping.
Mate, honestly, I can't fathom the idea of people trying, like, who are on a recreational level of athletics or, you know, weightlifting or, you know, whatever sport they're doing, that are taking performance enhancing drugs. Like, what are you gaining? It must be an ego thing.
I don't think anyone we'd know. I like, unless you're on the, I think there's a difference between, I think more than you'd think people are on steroids for like body, like gym aesthetics. I think that's more common than we'd probably think.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone we'd know would ever do any sort of like actual performance enhancing drugs for like running.
No.
Also,
imagine if there was a runfluencer got done for doing performance enhancers. That would be
Ben is running. Ben Felton. I know you, mate. I know you.
Mate, oh man. But yeah, okay, so where does CIM rank for you, as you've done 18 marathons now? Where does it rank for you overall?
Oh, like the best experience of my life because I got a mad PB.
But is it because you just got the PB?
Yeah.
Like, in terms of actual race experience?
Yes, I don't go to Sacramento. Like, nothing there for you.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not a place. If you want to run a fast time, go there maybe. But if you're in Europe, which most people are here listening to this, go to Valencia.
Do you think would have done the same in Valencia this year with the heat?
No, just environment. I was surrounded by it was super cool to be in that environment with like precision as such. Obviously, I know you're a cadence guy, but like in terms of
that's fine. You can do your thing.
Precision as a company, like value, like what their company values are, and like it's such a cool. One of the best experiences was basically Andy is the CEO of Precision, and he set the company up, and he basically read this book called it's somewhere old. I'm literally listening to it now. Unreasonable Hospitality, and the whole principle of that is like you have to go above and beyond for your customers, and it's based on I think he ran operations for this 3 Michelin star restaurant called 11 Madison Park, EMP. And in the book, it's basically like, how do you go above and beyond for your customers? And that's how they get their Michelin stars. It's the food quality's there, but it's like how are those like extra special touches. And like what I think Precision do amazingly is they have an excellent product, but they go above and beyond for people they serve. Like some of the stuff they've done for me already, like yesterday, they sent me a A3 poster of me at CIM.
Oh, class.
And it says 217. It looks, I'll show you. It looks it's such a cool little poster. And
You're the first influencer they've worked with as well.
Yeah, and like, so they sent me this. Where is it? Here we go. That's what they sent me.
Oh, it's such a cool photo. That.
Yeah, such
really
a cool photo. It says 217 on it. The whole company like signed the Christmas card, being like, Hugo, thanks for joining the team. Had a great year. Like, happy Christmas. They do all these small things. Anyway, some of the chefs at EMP, the actual restaurant, were Andy listened to this book. Randomly, the chefs reached out being like, we use your products, we have a run club, we'd love to like see if we can collaborate.
Sick.
How sick is that?
That's so cool.
So cool. And then that Precision were like, yeah, of course we'd love to like help you out. They say they're going to New York. They go to 11 Madison Park, which is like a 3-star Michelin, like one of the best restaurants in the world. And they have this mad dining experience where the final like dish, which is a pudding, EMP had made a pudding out of their gel.
Oh, cool.
How sick is that?
That's sick.
Anyway, long story short, the 2 of the chefs and the head of operations did CIM.
Oh, sick.
And they did a carb load meal for us the night before. They cooked for us. It was the maddest meal.
Was it a good meal?
Oh my God, unbelievable. But what was really even more inspiring was that they were such good guys. And like listening to chefs talk about, it was so funny. They'd be like, oh, Hugo, like you're obviously, to get to your level, like you've had to like dedicate. And I was like, there is such a difference between the dedication you've done like and what you do every day. Like chefs are crazy.
I think this is a crazy hot take, but I think working as a chef at a really top tier restaurant is probably one of the toughest jobs in the world.
After listening to them talk about their jobs and how much passion they had about it, and then they also were doing marathon training at the same time. These guys were working like 16-hour days.
Yeah, exactly. 16-hour days. You cannot switch off. You can't just be like, right, I'm taking half hour now. Like, yeah, you're obviously between service, you'll probably maybe get 20 minutes.
Nah, I've never seen any, like, the way they talked about food as well, the way they were so passionate about what they did was so inspiring. Like, I think that was actually the best part of the whole weekend.
That's wicked.
Hanging
it's
out
about
with guys.
the kind of things that you take from those sort of things.
Yeah, and like hanging out with people who are at, like, they were at such a high level of expertise, and then just like seeing them cook for us as well, even for just a normal, casual little meal that wasn't anything special. They put their heart and soul into it, and I was just like, I've actually like got so many levels to climb because this is like I'm not even touching my ability at the moment.
Yeah, but give yourself credit, man. You've had an amazing year.
Yeah,
it's
for
been
sure.
Fucking sick.
Spending time with people like that, it's just like there's actually so much. There's so many more levels and like how you can. How they pursue excellence, and also like they go above and beyond for everyone they serve.
Yeah.
And they're always switched on. They're like, if you're tired, but you still have to perform at such a high level. And like talking to Precision guys who had been out at that restaurant, it was unbelievable for them to be talking about it, saying like, that's the craziest level of excellence we've ever seen. Anyway, like they were all performing at such a high level. And it wasn't like the Gordon Ramsay style of shouting. It's also in that restaurant. It's literally silent. And
is it all in front of the people? There's no back kitchen. Do you know what I mean?
I think there is, but like they invite people. It was so funny. They were saying a story where it's literally a silent room.
Well, the kitchen.
Yeah, kitchen's silent.
How?
Yeah, it's silent. It's like really quiet. And when it gets too loud, the like head chefs shout like a word in French, and everyone just silence.
So is it French food?
Yeah, it's like what's that?
French fusion.
French cuisine, kind of like inspired. Yeah, very
cordon bleu.
Yeah, high end. But yeah, they were super cool, and that was a really good experience. Also, I met a coach out there who's going to coach me for Boston.
This is really cool. I wanted to chat about this because obviously you have been largely uncoached. I think your only coach has ever been Nick Bester, isn't it? And then now you're completely self-taught. Not self-taught. It sounds like you've just been learning guitar tutorials off YouTube.
Pretty much. I watch Rad to Japan videos.
Yeah. So essentially you are doing the heavy lifting yourself. I feel like you could really level up yourself when you get a coach.
Yeah, also the guy's like so chill. He's like this guy called Mario, and he's so different to me. We had a 2-hour conversation the other week, and he's just like so calm, composed, like very level-headed, thinks about everything, and he goes like, and he's whereas I'm like the polar opposite of that. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see how that dynamic works, and I think we could it could be really good because I think I need sometimes tempering of like ideas, and I had a lot of things I was gonna do, and I think I might have to like a lot of events I was gonna do before Boston, but actually like CIM's lit the fire more for me to like see if I can actually like focus on something rather than.
Do you think you could ever get trials for an Olympic spot?
No.
Well, if it's sub 215 for an American spot.
No, that's America.
Yeah, but is it not the same in the UK?
No, we don't have trials.
I swear they did, because I remember Becky Briggs had trials.
Yeah, but Tokyo was different because of COVID. They had to set up a way of testing people.
Got you. Apologies.
They should do an Olympic trials for
Why
the UK.
don't they do that?
I don't know, because they're dead.
Okay.
There's like the US Olympic trials are such a big hype thing.
Yeah.
It makes no sense that UK don't do it, but
Yeah.
because it would also make everyone
hypothetically then, okay, if there was, would you be eyeing that up? Would that be an aim of yours?
I want to get like 215 at Boston.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
And if I did that at Boston, that would be big. That'd
Okay,
be huge.
so between now and Boston, onboarding a coach, what are the major things you reckon you're going to have to do different to get to that point?
I'm going to have to drop mileage.
Drop it.
Yeah, and then we're focusing on like speed. So like not like 5K speed, but more like working at the 3-minute Ks kind of pace.
For like 10K or so.
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Well, and then I've got Boston and a half. We got a goal for that. It's also great because the quicker I do it, the quicker I get back to the hotel and be like, hey, honey, like, because obviously
It's
taking
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, Valentine's weekend.
Yeah.
So taking the missus away for a nice Valentine's Soho House, obviously.
Yep, nice.
Unreal experience.
We'll be out there. We'll be able to go out together on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, double date. yeah.
Do you think that time that you said to me is doable for Barca?
It's punchy. It's kind of disgusting. But
Yeah.
you never know.
What was your Hackney half winning time? 109?
No. Insulting.
Sorry, I didn't know what.
106, mate.
Okay. all
Come
right.
on.
So it was 1 minute slower than your last year's Barca half?
Yeah.
So you did 65 last year.
65.50 at Barca half.
It's quite a slow half then to win with
Hackney?
65.
Hackney. Oh, yeah. Hackney's
Yeah.
not, but it's because
No.
it doesn't count.
Is that why no one really
Serious
rocks up
does
to
it.
it?
Yeah. And then what? You win 250 quid.
Yeah, but
worth
it's a good bit
Wizz
of
Air.
clout though, isn't it?
Yeah, but people who care about social media.
Yeah. That's
But-
why you did it.
Yeah, that's why I did
Yeah,
it. Whereas
exactly.
most pros, like,
Are you gonna win that again this year?
if they invite me, yeah, sure. I won't win it, but I'm sure they'll like because it's more popular every year.
Yeah, it's
There's always some,
It's I tell you what, I reckon it's like top 3 in my calendar. What I look forward to. 100%.
the hype is real there,
It is
isn't it?
so fun, mate.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so fun. Obviously, this year you have done an insane amount. But before I kind of like, we'll discuss the year because I feel like obviously this is the first year that we met.
Yeah.
When did we meet now?
May?
Back in May, yeah.
We did that first pod, yeah.
Yeah, mad. But no, it wasn't May. It was June or July. Because you were in the first 3 that I recorded within the space of 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, and I had like, mad. It's mad.
12K.
Yeah, 12K.
But straight after CIM, which was an unbelievable achievement, you went to the T100 in Doha. Why?
The idea was originally, I was going to do like something average in CIM.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to do like a 222.
But initially it was Valencia.
Yeah, I was originally going to do Valencia. Then I got invited to CIM, but then I also had all these other things like the BPN 50 miler, all this. And then I thought, I got invited to CIM. I was like, I'm not going to PB at Valencia, so why not take this amazing opportunity with precision at CIM? And I told them, guys, I'm going to do a 222 max. Like, if you're happy with that, I'll come along. It'd be great. I'm not going to PB though. So like, if you just want me to get content, it'll be fun. It'll be a good experience, but I'm not going to PB. And they're like, yeah, like, we'd love you to come. So signed up to that. T100 invited me out to Qatar because I age qualified for the world champs there. So I was like, can I do both? I pitched it to Precision as like, I'll do the CIM and then see how you can bounce back from flying from California to London to Qatar in the space of a week. And then I did CIM and I woke up on the Monday morning about to get on the flight to San Francisco and I was like, why am I about to fly to Qatar? I'm about to travel for literally, I was in London for 12 hours. I did the 11-hour flight from San Francisco to London. in London for 12 hours, then got on a flight at 8 a.m. the next day on the Wednesday morning to Qatar. Got to Qatar at like 8 p.m. on Wednesday night. And I've never been so messed in my life.
What was the worst part about it then? The lack of sleep?
A lack of sleep. I can't sleep on planes. My body was like feeling pretty minging from the marathon. And then, my body clock was just wildly off. And I was trying to fit in some like swimming and cycling stuff.
This is a genuine question here. When was the last actual full day off that you've had? When you had food poisoning?
Yeah, Big Half.
For Big Half.
When I missed Big Half.
Which was September.
Yeah. And then wake up on like, luckily my body was so like time zone wise. It was like, I started T100 at 5 p.m. San Francisco time. That's how much the time difference is.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So
12 hours.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
13. Yeah.
So like my body was just in a world of pain, and like I was just like, there was no need for me to do the T100, but like it was, let's see what's possible.
Yeah.
And look, the swim was honestly the worst thing I've ever done in my life. It was non-wetsuit.
You said to me you've never panicked the way that you panicked for the swim.
Yeah. Like, get in that water, and I was like, this is the first time. Like, it's like,
this could be it.
Fuck around and find out. I found out. You know what I mean? I fucked around so much in my life.
I love that.
And this time I was like, I've actually found out, like, what happens. And I was really scared. Like, there was about a K in. I was like, I'm dying here. Also, my watch said I did 2.3K in the water. Yeah. So I thought I was a K in. I probably wasn't. I was probably like 800 meters in.
What was that? Just GPS then? Or?
It must have been like GPS going wrong. And like,
because they're famously more accurate than course measurements. That old GPS. It's always correct.
It's always Strava time. The chip time doesn't mean anything.
Always correct, mate. Yeah. Mate, you should always go with your GPS because it's way more accurate than the people that are paid thousands of pounds to measure a course correctly.
Nah, you're wrong. You're wrong. Yeah, you're so wrong. Like, obviously, Strava is right.
Yeah.
Always.
Basically, mate, whatever you've run quickest is correct.
It's correct. Yeah, it's correct. Yeah. So, like, what I thought when I hit the 2K mark?
You just got out of the water.
I bobbed my head up and I was like, oh, it's odd. Like, my watch is gone, but like, the course is like not finished.
You should have asked because they do pick you up in a boat and then you're like, right, I've done it on my watch.
Done it on my watch. Yeah. Because I was swimming mad quick on my watch. It was crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, mate, I once went for a swim and I did 2,000 meters at a 120 over 100.
No way.
Yeah. Because GPS is correct.
Crazy. That's mad.
Right, you get out of the water.
Get out of the water. And I was like, okay, done the swim. That was hard.
Yeah.
Whole body starts, and I'm not joking, whole body starts cramping. I've never had this in my life.
Really?
It was absolutely terrifying.
Was it your back and stuff?
My calves, my hamstrings. And I was like, I'm washed. This is so bad. Like, I'm going to get absolutely brutally destroyed on live because I don't know if I can finish this. I was literally thinking of DNFing. They got the bike. Honestly, it was 4 laps of like the highway. It was kind of up and down. It was really windy as well. So like, it was actually real hard.
This might sound so stupid, mate, but because it was windy, were you getting sand blown around into your eyes?
No. No, there's no desert.
It's not a desert near.
It's honestly, Qatar's wildly crazy, like beautiful.
No, I know it's a very built up place, but is it not fundamentally built off desert?
No, it's quite green.
Is it?
I don't know how they get it green. It's the desert.
Yeah, it's like
26 degrees.
That's what I'm asking then.
It's 26 degrees.
Desert?
It is the desert.
Like if you were to strip everything back and go back 100 years, is it a desert?
Yes. But there's not a desert anymore.
No, it's not anymore, but it's a desert.
So there's no sand anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
If my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get the gist.
Yeah. It was like 26 degrees.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah, that's warm.
This is the funniest thing though. So I thought I'd put 120 grams in each of my bottle of carbs. So I was like, perfect. Smashing the...
Yeah.
The Precision, Lindsay from Precision messaged me, sports science, be like, oh, we want to do like how you fueled for T100. And I was like, I did like 4.5 scoops of electrolyte and carb mix in my bottles. which was 120 grams of carbs in each bottle.
Oh no.
And he goes, Hugo, I think you might have misread that. Your litre bottles were a litre, and you read 4 scoops. So he said it said 4 scoops, and it said 60 grams of carbs per 500 millilitres. And in my like 2 a.m. brain, when I woke up for the T100, I'd put 4 scoops in because I thought, oh, it's a litre of liquid. So that means if it's 60 grams per 500, it's 120 per 1,000. Mm-hmm. So I half did my carbs for the bike.
So you essentially did
120 over 2 bottles rather than 240 over 2 bottles.
Okay, got you.
Which is like quite a considerable amount.
Yeah, 60 on the bike in 1 hour is not much. I think I did 90 in my 70.3, and that was me being quite novice.
I do 100 grams in a marathon per hour.
Do you?
Yeah. So like I can pump the carb. So me on a bike man. Doing 60, bad vibes. And then so the bike was fine. Like I just can't get, my legs aren't conditioned enough to cycle like hard enough to get my heart rate high. Because my legs just give up. They're just not conditioned enough. So like my average heart rate on the bike was like 140.
Yeah.
But my legs were like building up lactate because they were just so fatigued because they just don't know how to work like that.
Of course.
So I couldn't.
Because you've done one bike ride between now and London T100, haven't you?
So like I just wasn't.
What do you expect?
Yeah. It was average. I averaged 35.3, which is
that's really good for it with flat course.
Yeah,
Ish?
pretty fat. Yeah, pretty flat.
Yeah.
Nothing mad.
Okay, that's fine then. Pretty good then.
And then got on the run and like did the best I could do, but like
you came first overall age group though.
Yeah, like
pretty good.
Yeah, but like it's just I just was cooked.
Yeah,
you know. It was fun. It was a fun experience. Like T100 is just really good. Like they're really fun to work with. They're good events.
Yeah,
they're very good events.
I was my stag do clashed with London T100 last year. I'm definitely going to do it this year. 1,000,000,000%.
It's a real fun event, and like they're very like it looks really nice, and like the courses are good, and
they seem really nice. The team as well.
Yeah, the team.
Like every time I've spoken to them on Insta, they seem top.
Yeah, so. Like Kay's great there, and then like I got put up in the maddest hotel.
Yeah,
like,
I heard about this.
And you know what? I just thought, I was like, I don't know how, you know what, people like Mary who are like staying in the Four Seasons reg. I'm like, girl, what's your secret? Like, do you have any contacts? Like, how do I, because that's the life.
Yeah.
That is literally like, imagine a staycation at the Four Seasons.
Yeah, that's fucking boss, isn't it?
It's just,
that is boss. The
and you know what I say. Just done a 2:17 marathon, right? T100 backing that up pretty quick. 2 big social media events, right? You're like, gonna get some more followers from this. You're like, yeah. And I did well.
Yeah, you've done well, man.
I'm not gonna say I did
well.
Okay. But you know what? Me in a sports bra on a random Wednesday, pacing Mary McCarthy gets me more followers than anything else I could possibly do on my life. And it's both incredibly depressing. Actually, it's so depressing.
Why?
I can't deep it. Like,
why is it depressing?
Because I can kill myself. I could do some mad achievements, but no one cares. But you know what?
No.
Just popping on a sports bra, having a bit of fun.
Get that female following in.
Honestly, it's helped my ratio incredibly. It's surprisingly like supportive and freeing.
Really?
Yeah.
So, right, I've got a question for you, Hugo, because obviously the whole thing manifested off the fact that, because I remember we had this conversation a while ago, and you said that you were going to pitch to Mary, basically being like, I'll do a get ready with me sort of vibe video to kind of like, not poke fun, but have a bit of fun with your concept. Like, very female kind of orientated, get ready for me for my run. You then go to her, she comes to you and says, can we do a run vent? Or had you pitched her this idea already?
Like, also, I'm actually surprised because I don't ever, I'm not a hate commenter.
Yeah.
But I do sometimes like to make a fun joke on someone's video.
I never noticed that.
No, I sometimes jab, you know. And
But it's only from a good place.
It's only engagement, you know. And I sometimes have jabbed at Mary. Nothing too serious, but I always thought.
But you'd not met her.
No, I'd never met her.
No.
And I kept jabbing at her page, so I just so I presumed.
Did you think you took it too far?
No, it was always in the limits. There was one time though.
Who makes the limits?
I don't know.
Who makes the rules?
There was one time that I think it was a couple of months ago where I commented something, and to be fair, we did well on the like section of the.
What was the comment? Can you remember?
It was something like. I mean,
knowing the video is probably helpful. What's the video?
It was like a get ready with me one.
Okay,
and she was very happy about going on a run, and I was like, I think it was something like, on my wedding day, I don't think I'd be this happy, like something along those lines.
Yeah,
it wasn't like.
No.
Yeah. She did comment though underneath it going, well done, Hugo. We know you're funny.
Ooh.
And I was like, oh, that's it. I'm done.
You're outcast, mate.
I'm gone. Yeah. That I'm
nice
finished.
Try. You're done.
I'm done. And, you know, I've a couple of other times, you know, played. So basically, I just presumed that we were never going to be collabing because also like collabing with her at the moment, that's, you know, you're in the money. And then, couple of like weeks ago, I was like, look, I've got an idea. I did a video where it was like, get ready with me, realistic version, but like, so I looked really depressed the whole time because I was like really unhappy to go for a run.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, did unbelievably well. So I messaged her being like, look, this is done really well. How about we do a split screen where it's me getting ready and you getting ready? And I just do everything you do. And she was like, sure. Cool. Like, kind of, I'm busy.
Just like
funny,
politely saying,
but like,
Hugo, this is great, fuck off.
Fuck off, yeah, exactly. Anyway, and then like, maybe like 2 weeks ago, she was like, I want to do a 5K PB. Do you want to like pace me for it? And I was like, sure, why not? This great
Sure,
sure,
I must.
Sure, like, I'm going to check my calendar.
If I must tap into your amazing following.
I was like, so this is so hot. I was like, this is, you know, my diary's really busy, Mary. I'll see if I can make time. You know, like obviously, like it could be my wedding day. Probably would have moved it. And so I was like, sure, I'll come. And then the day before, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna pitch it. And so I was like, Mary, look, hear me out in a non-creepy way. Obviously, bad start. It's always creepy when you say it like that. What are you wearing tomorrow? And she was like, Hugo. Okay. And she was like, I'm probably going to be wearing all black. And I was like, cool. By chance, do you have a Gymshark sports bra?
Wait, can I just ask?
Yeah.
Had you pitched this to your other half?
Yeah.
And said,
no, I was such a bad vibe.
No, did you? Wait, let me land on this. Did you say to her,
yeah,
by the way,
yeah,
I want to wear a sports bra. What have you got? Wait, so what did you message her?
So, what, Mary?
No, your partner.
Oh, I was like, no, I was like, I'm doing this like collab tomorrow. Like,
Can I borrow some female sports
Can
bras?
I borrow, like, do you have any outfits that might fit? And she was like, yeah, extra small, Hugo. Turns out, I've got extra small tits, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Same size. So we got a black Gymshark crop top. Not crop top, sports bra. Nice and supportive. We had to take some of the like lacing thing at the back out, but fit.
Can I ask?
Then I sent the photo I sent to you and Gabriel.
Yeah.
I sent to Mary. And I was like, looks good. Do you have the same? And she just was like, responded being like, no way, I actually do. She was like, let's do it. And then I get to the track and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. And then Connell turns up and he's like, what's happened to my life? And then like shirts off.
Mate, it was actually such a good video though.
Yeah, it's
really
class.
good. Really good.
Yeah.
Like you put her into the pits, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
she worked hard.
I've never seen online that girl struggle the way she was struggling in that 5K. And that's how you know you have eked everything out of it.
Yeah, I know. She could have worked a bit
You
harder.
need to pace me for my next 5K full send.
Yeah. I'm not going to be wearing a sports bra, but
Why not?
just me, both of us.
Mate, sick though. That was sick.
Yeah, it was cool.
But you've had a sick year though. I feel like we should just talk about your year really quick.
Yeah. Do we have questions from?
We do, but we've got 22 minutes left of the timer.
Okay.
I think
my mullet is really bad.
I think we should do Secret Santa quickly.
Oh yeah, sure.
So can I just can I just say I have left part of the gift at home and I've just realised in the last 10 minutes.
Okay.
I've left it on the side. Okay, so imagine this: I hand you a present.
Yeah.
And it's Uncle Ben's rice.
Yeah.
And you go, and you'll go, oh, this is shit. I hate Uncle Ben's. Haha. Anyway, here's your actual present. Now, can I just say, I bought this, it arrived, and I'm going, fuck, he's probably already got one of these. By the way, I haven't wrapped it because I'm not wasting my time wrapping a present for you. There's a rice cooker, mate.
That's quite good.
Have you got a rice cooker?
Yeah, of course I have.
I don't know why I didn't say to myself, of course, Hugo Fry has got a rice cooker.
Someone's whole brand is rice online. Imagine not having a rice cooker.
Can I just say, I thought you were just a microwave packet rice merchant. Have you got one?
I've got two.
Okay, I'm having this back then because I haven't got one. I haven't got one. So I'll keep this to myself.
I can't believe you didn't think I had to know. I put it in videos.
Have you?
This has got to be the worst podcast on earth.
Look at this.
It's proper serious.
This is such a nice rice cooker. I'm gonna make use of this though. I bought my Secret Santa present.
No, I'm like, why did I get you anything? I mean, I didn't really, but
yeah, you messaged me earlier saying, by the way, bit of a problem with Secret Santa. I didn't get you anything. So is this just free shit you've been sent?
I got some law in here. Got some law. I got some actual law.
Right, let me put.
Can I have a lager as well? What? Get me an M&S lager.
Oh, you want M&S or Jubel?
No, not Jubel. They're too sweet. I like one, but
do you realise how hard that was to put into a backpack?
And you got to carry it around. Go to the Hoxton layer.
Oh, by the way, Hugo and I are going for a Hawksmoor after this.
Yeah, we're going to be even more silly.
Right. There we are.
How's my... Okay, also, this box, shout out to Hero. They do those pimple patches things.
So you've just basically taken the cardboard box you had left over?
Yeah, they literally sent it to me today. It was actually really good.
Shit.
It's actually going to go in my partner's Christmas present.
Okay, cool.
Because I don't need pimple patches. Anyway, here you go.
Thanks, mate.
This is, it's a collection of some Hugo Fry lore and just stuff. Good
okay,
fun.
all right.
Also smells unbelievable. Shout out to the White Company for their potpourri. Unbelievable.
All right. Okay, so we're going to go through this. We've got some katsu curry jasmine rice. By the way, can I just say, this is the best type of rice.
It's unreal, isn't it?
Jasmine is clear. So thank you for that.
And it's got some katsu curry. Also,
Mate, it smells
it's so good. It smells so sensational.
Okay.
We were meant to have this stuff.
Nashi.
Yeah, because it was meant to stop us from getting hangover tomorrow.
Oh.
Yeah, and I forgot. I thought this was going to be early on. We were going to do the Secret Santa.
Oh, okay. Korean pear juice, though.
Yeah.
I'm going on a big night out with my uni mates tomorrow, so I'll take this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Famously, both those things.
A melt bar?
Yeah.
Is that basically calling me a melt?
No, it's just I like 80%
nice.
chocolate. It's a bit of me.
Oh, good stuff.
It's real good.
You see, I'm a child.
Izzy will like that.
Yeah, Izzy will. Because the issue with me is I don't mind dark chocolate when it's in stuff. If I ever get offered a dark chocolate bar on its own, not a fan.
No, okay, that's a hit.
All right, and then we got some pine.
Yeah, they smell great. Shout out to
is that just decorative?
Yeah, potpourri. It's left over from the partner's gift. And that's law.
Right, okay. So, before we go into that, we'll do this. We've got another Tilda rice. This is Masala Aromatic Basmati.
It's showing the variety.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say, I feel like a really bad person for getting you a rice cooker when you've already got one. But we are going out for a meal after this, which I'm treating you to a lovely Hawksmoor. So
when I get a massive T-bone, you'll be like, Hugo, you're paying 50%, and I will be.
We'll share it. We'll share a T-bone.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
The law.
explain. This is a cap that says "Do or Die Fry."
Yeah. So I listen to obviously I listen to every podcast you do, and I heard you did a charity boxing match, and so did I.
Really?
So that is what I made for people to. So I'd send them that if they donated to charity. Do or
You're
die fry.
way more generous than me.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah. So this was at uni. I did a charity boxing fight, and I made those caps for all my friends. It slightly looks like a vagina, but yeah, do or die fry.
Love
there you
it,
go.
man.
And there's only 2 left in the world of those.
Really?
Yeah.
And the other 2 are in packets still?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a while ago.
Yeah. That's 2018.
Thank you for that. This is serious law.
I found it in my, and I'm like, that's such a niche collector's item.
So can I just ask, because you said to me that you fucked up on the Secret Santa gift.
Sorry.
He's first.
Yeah. Just this beer.
How did you fuck up?
What do you mean?
You said to me, you were like, I fucked up.
Yeah, I did that in the last 2 hours.
Oh, right, got you.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah. I was originally going to, there's an amazing website called Firebox.
I think I've heard of it, actually.
And I could get loads of personalised stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly, I was going to do that this week and then I got super ill and I was like...
And you know what? I went to kind of buy some more thoughtful stuff for you and I was like, I don't know if I have much time in my day, to be honest, to be thoughtful.
So I put all my effort into someone else.
Do you find you're a shit gift giver or are you a good gift?
No, I love gift giving.
Really?
Oh my God. Okay, this is going...
Mate, I love it, but I'm just never know what to buy people.
Oh my God, what I've got is unbelievable. We're going to have to cut... Actually, fuck this. I date a girl called She's great.
Yeah.
But I bought her unbelievable gifts because this is going on. She's opened them already. She's opening this weekend. Okay. Bought her she's unreal fashionable, all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to buy her jewelry.
Trendy girl.
Yeah, we've not been dating for that. She loves Cole Boxton too much.
She, by the way, she put you onto the loafers, which
I hated at first.
I put into my photo dump, didn't she? And then she was like, "You need to get a pair of those."
Yeah, pair of those. Yeah. Big fan of the Cole Boxton stuff. All that. Very
UVU.
trendy. Right. So I'm never going to be able to match that. Right. In the fashion, I'm not going to buy her fashion. It's too early to be buying.
Basically, would she leave you for Addie Gillespie?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. It's honestly, she. I'm a walking ick most of the time, if I'm being honest. She's really upgraded my style. Okay.
Heartbreaking to hear.
I know. But even last night, went out with some old colleagues and they were like, Hugo, what's happened to you?
From BT, which you never worked out.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I was wearing a cool jumper, nice pair of trousers. They're like, who's influenced that? And I was like, yeah, new life. But
I remember when I first met you, you used to tuck in shirts.
Yeah.
Tuck in t-shirts. Yeah.
Tough.
Did you get told off for doing that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I can help, I'm not going to buy her jewelry because it's too early on for that. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a diamond ring
It's a good present,
yet. So I bought her the ultimate running bundle.
though.
Yeah. New pair of New Balance V5s. Obviously.
Sick.
Yeah. Unreal. Chorus armband.
Okay, nice.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Because she's got a Chorus watch.
Yeah.
So I was like, and she never tracks heart rate. I'm like, you should probably...
But you
start
don't,
doing that.
so...
She doesn't have headphones, so I bought her a pair of Beats. Unreal.
The Fit Pros.
Yeah.
They are unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's just, and what else? Oh yeah, and then she's always been commenting on the real fashionable wavy shorts that girls wearing at the moment.
Okay.
So I bought her a pair of those, and then to the Chelsea shirt that I've told you about.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Very
luck.
nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
That's good stuff. Yeah, you've done well there, mate.
Yeah, done well.
And you know what the issue is with Izzy and I, because we're both in the content creator space, you do kind of think, what do we get for each other?
Yeah.
Because it is tough. It is tough. But I've just gone off Izzy's getting a bit wound up at me because she's like, you are buying presents for me and I don't know what to get you because you're just freeballing it. I was like, maybe just freeball back.
Yeah.
But
I'll just get, and then she buys me fashion pieces of clothing that it's mostly from Cole Buxton, if I'm being honest, but
game's a game.
2026, Hugo's going to come.
Absolutely, man.
I am wearing an elf suit, so apologies.
Right. Before, we've got 13 minutes left, mate. Right, before we finish this episode, I did ask for emails. People send in their Christmas questions for both of us.
Yeah.
By the way, I really want to make this a proper feature, especially when I have you on. Us talking over, us discussing the emails that you guys send in, because there is some fucking wild shit that gets sent, man. So first of all, when are you doing the Tilda Mile? 4 laps, 4 rice blocks.
you can't please people. That burrito mile was brutal, and you know what? You've now had a taste of how hard that is.
Oh, mate, I hated it. I hated that Christmas mile.
Also,
thing.
yours was so much easier. I'm sorry.
No, it wasn't.
Mile pie guys, we need to collab.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, I've messaged them, but
they're fucking top.
Top blokes, good podcast.
Yeah.
Class guys. But
do you listen to all my pods?
Yeah, of course
That's
I do.
so nice, man. Appreciate it.
Got a lot of time to kill.
Yeah. Okay, and this is a question for both of us. What races have you got booked in for 2026?
Barca half, Boston, then London. London, we got a fancy dress coming up with Guinness World Record.
Sick.
Copenhagen, marathon, possibly
Yeah.
okay. An Ironman.
Possibly, eh? Possibly. Interesting. I'm doing Barcelona half in the build up to my spring marathon, which I've not announced yet, but I'm announcing that at the start of Jan. And then I'm getting married in June, so I'm going to put all focus onto that.
What a wet attitude. Pathetic. Like, Izzy, who are you marrying?
Yeah,
Weak.
so true.
Weak
so
mindset.
true.
Getting married? Oh, well done. You found someone who loves you? Weak.
But after that, I'm definitely going to try and do the T100 in London. That'll be my like summer thing.
You doing a honeymoon?
Huh?
You doing a
Yeah,
honeymoon?
in the winter.
I know.
I think we're going to go away for Christmas.
Little Maldives.
No, I'm not made of money. All right, moving on. Next question. You know how I said like we got sent in some fucking like some shit, mate?
Yeah.
How's it, gents? Question is it ever worth shitting yourself in a race to achieve a time goal? If so, what would make it worth it? I.e., goal time, distance from the finish, prize money, etc.
Shit yourself.
Have you done it?
Yeah.
Have you?
Valencia marathon.
You shit yourself?
Yeah.
Fully? Like poo?
Fully pee. Half tights there, seals it all in.
Like actual
diarrhea,
like,
yeah. Actual shit. Yeah, it's on my Instagram and everything.
Oh, what a picture of it.
Well, no, like just the commentary. I got 220 Valencia.
And you shit yourself.
Yeah.
So right, talk to me about this then. So
We literally talked about it last time.
No, but you didn't.
Not last time, like a couple of...
Yeah, you went to
that
the
was
loo,
when Rory
though.
Linklater got really annoyed with me on your comments.
Yeah, of course.
He was like, oh, you didn't like mess up Valencia because you didn't do the carb load right. You did it because you had like taxed yourself with Berlin, then New York Marathon. Then
Did you? By the way, did you get your carb load and taper right for CIM?
Unbelievably well. You know why? Because someone else, a scientist, literally told me how to do it.
Yeah, well,
and it worked.
Who would have thought?
I hate that.
Not
yeah.
me.
So annoying. But yeah, so Valencia happened. I carb loaded too much. You know when you go into a marathon, your stomach wasn't right, and I just knew it was something wrong. So I went to the toilet at about 28k.
Yeah.
It was pretty messy. Then I went to the toilet at 32k. Again, not great. And then at like 37k, there was no toilet. Just a little bit.
So just pure poo. 37k
and then
till home.
The worst nightmare of my life was I finished and I was like, I did 220, which actually, considering I pooed myself twice, was actually pretty impressive. I was pretty happy with it. But
sorry, you sound like that bloke. What is it, Davis Clark? Shit my pants like crazy.
Lock in.
2:57:59. Lock in.
Yeah. I like that guy. Good chat. And then I remember running to the like as soon as I got to the toilet, I was like trying to find the portal. Got to the closest portal, opened the door, and I've never seen a more graphic scene in my life. It was a Jackson Pollock, just a fecal Jackson Pollock. This guy had sprayed the wall, and I opened the door, and like I've never been so shocked in my life. And then this other marathon runner who also really needed the loo ran right up next to me. Looks at the scene, and I can't describe how bad it was. Looks at the scene, looks at me, and then vomits. Yeah, I'm just there with like, oh, I've got vomit now with shit on my fucking shoes. And I look at him and he looks at me and I'm like, he's like, did you do that? And I was like, no. And he's like, it was so graphically bad. I'm like, Who needed the loo that much that they literally spray painted
I
the wall?
don't get how people shit up a wall.
I've never seen.
don't
And like, I wish I was
understand.
making it up, but I don't think I could have made it up. It was so bad. And I remember being like, the most scarring thing about that whole marathon, and I literally peed myself, was the fact that I saw poo on a Portaloo like wall, and I was like, that's so graphic. It was just everywhere, and I remember being like,
Did you get a photo of it?
No.
I forget you wouldn't have your phone at this
No.
point. I remember Theo Baker before New York was showing me a photo of Portaloo that he found. It was like he went to go and shit, and there's someone who'd just fully pooed. Like, right, I'm gonna put my mic down. You got the toilet seat.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Loo seat here. Someone has pooed at a 90-degree angle into the bit. And it's just, honestly, mate, it's a perfect poo as well. So what they've clearly done is they've clearly squatted to shit rather than touching the toilet. And just...
I hope this is a clip.
Mate, I'll get Theo to send me the photo because it's wild. And it's like they've perfectly shit the Mr. Whippy in... Oh, anyway. Disgusting. How are you doing that? Would you rather here 1 grain of rice per mile or 1 full pouch of rice per mile? No, this must be consumed 8 hours before the race. So essentially, you are doing a 26.2 grains of rice before a race.
Grains?
Yep. Or 26.2 pouches before a race.
But grains, so you're eating nothing or...
Yeah.
Oh, nothing.
What, so you'd rather do a marathon on an empty stomach than too much stomach? Too much stomach.
26 pouches of rice is 26 times 360 calories.
It's a stupid question.
Yeah,
Move on.
what a
fucking stupid question that is.
Who's asking that?
Harry Wilcox. Fuck you.
Fucking Harry. I'm sure he's a great follower. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
My girlfriend caught me. It's all about fucking Tilda Rice. My girlfriend caught me smashing Tilda Rice straight from the packet, cold. I want to know how often you're heating those puppies up and your favourite accompanying condiments. Cheers. Max.
I only eat it cold if I don't have a microwave available. So in hotel situations. Favourite condiment. It goes sea salt. Obviously, if you don't have sea salt, you are fundamentally just doing it wrong.
Obviously.
Then a bit of honey. And then my next is a salmon fillet.
Oh, you're having that at 6 a.m.?
No, because it's just like the next best condiment.
Oh, you know, you should get the seaweed things.
Oh, the nori, yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
I love a poke bowl.
Yeah.
But obviously, this is just normal. Then a curry. Then people, like, you know what? Actually, to us, I'm going to call him out here. Gabriel, freak. What's he doing? Rice, jam, and banana. Man is whacked.
I kind of see it though.
Nah, he's whacked. He's gone.
kinda
Gabe's
see it.
gone. When he started doing that, and the worst thing, I get called out for being weird, and then you watch Gabriel's YouTube, and he's eating jam on rice.
Oh,
and
I
I'm
don't
like,
know. I've called him a freak to his face a few times.
Yeah, I know. He's niche. He's
No,
niche,
I
but,
tell you, he's a bigger freak. Alfie Manthorpe having sardines with his rice. I've seen full-on sardines with his rice, so that's all I will say. Right, this is actually a really good one. Who would win a marathon race between the two of you if Hugo had to drink a beer every 5K? I think that's such an easy answer.
obviously me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Because you're over an hour quicker
Yeah.
than my current marathon time. You're not losing an hour based off...
We should do the. You know what we should do? Marathon to Murdoch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to do it at my run club. Like,
that's it.
do a little group holiday.
Yeah.
But that is perfect for what we have coming in 2026.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Very excited. That more to be revealed in due course. This is actually a kind of serious one, so please don't laugh. Actually, I'm not going to say that because that's going to make you laugh.
Go on.
No, this is actually kind of a serious one. All right, lads, a question for Hugo. I was interested to hear why he thinks 99% of lads have body dysmorphia, which he mentioned in the last ep. I fully... FWIW...
What's that mean?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Adam? What? FWIW, do you know what that means? I wouldn't worry, it's fine. I fully agree and think it's another hugely under-discussed issue.
Yep.
I just wondered what had prompted it, as I've not heard many others mention it. Maybe too fast. maybe far too serious for the Christmas special. Brackets, fair enough, but worth discussing another time. Merry Christmas and all that.
No, I'm very happy to discuss this. I actually want to do a video about this because it's interesting. I have had bad body dysmorphia for a long time, as long as I can remember. Because, I don't know, I just, since uni, essentially, look in the mirror. Everyone does it, you know. You find, and it's interesting. I got, from doing the Mary collab, we had some comments being like, in terms of the LGBTQ plus community, they were like, "Oh, feel not uncomfortable." To be honest, like it got mostly positive response, but a couple of people felt, "Oh, you know, it's like some people, tough."
Sorry, we're not laughing. We're just had a sip of my
espresso martini. I think it's interesting. Like one of the things was like, some people feel more comfortable if you're a guy dressing like that, and it's a choice. And like Hugo taking the piss out of it. And actually, what I think I've always struggled with my body, and actually running has helped me really come to terms with just look. I'm never gonna be this like ripped, jacked guy, but my body can do some amazing things. And you know, I've done a 2:17 marathon. I can do all these crazy stuff. And so, fine, I might look at that video with Mary and like hate what I see.
Yeah.
But
so if I was in your position, I would have hated what I see.
Yeah, it's really tough. Like I
would have been so like I would have been given so much shit.
Yeah. And like it's really even hard for me to see that.
But you're in good nick, mate.
Yeah, I know, but it's your brain.
The thing is,
I just think every guy, and it's just not something people talk about, but most guys look at themselves because you just see so many guys online who are ripped and jacked, who have such crazy genetics. It's genetics a lot of the time as well. Like, I do crazy exercise and all that, and like I'm still not what you traditionally think is like an amazing male physique. So like, yeah, no, I think it's a longer conversation, but yeah, for sure.
I do agree because I've always been like the cheery note to finish the Christmas special on, but I've always been like, when I was growing up, the fat kid, not the fat kid, but the chubby kid at school, always the one that was like,
I was as well.
Always give it is all in sport. I was a big cricketer, like used to love my cricket. I was always the captain of the teams, but in football and rugby, I was always in the top teams. I was always very good at sport, but always just didn't look like I was good at sport. And I always had to deal with that whole body dysmorphia thing where I had the talent, but I didn't have the physique. And ultimately, like you do get a lot of physical bias towards the way you look.
Yeah.
But I have, school kids are horrible. I always have kids telling me I was fat and all this sort of stuff. And that's just part of, it's not right, but unfortunately that's part of what you go through at school.
Yeah.
My sister fucking had a worse time than me. But what I will say is that stuff I know for certain has made me look at myself now and give myself far more credit than I would have given myself having I gone through this now, having not gone through that as a kid. Does that make sense? Like if I was just like a slim lad, always in good shape, always sporty, always at the top of the class with PE, and doing what I do now, from going from a 4-hour marathon to a 3:23, like I would never have looked at myself in the same way as I do now. And I look at it and go, I am exercising for my head rather than my body, and everything that comes with it is a positive.
Yeah, no, I still struggle sometimes with it, and but me being able to do that in that sort of video shows I've grown a lot, because I would never have been able to do that even 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah.
It's so interesting, man. And smashing it. It's been a great year.
Yeah. It's been good.
To close things off, we are running over, but give me your top 3 moments of 2025 in terms of you and what's grown you the most as a person. This is the final podcast of 2025.
Yeah. One London Marathon showed me that you can give it your all, you do everything to the best of your ability, throw the kitchen sink at something, and it might not work out, and you can't associate self-value with just an achievement, because fundamentally sometimes it doesn't work, and it doesn't matter how hard you've tried, sometimes just not it. So actually you got to find value in other things, not just a goal you've set yourself. And I think that's really important for people who are into running, because a lot of people go, I want this goal, I want this goal. And if they don't make it, it's heartbreaking. But actually, you know what, you've got to find fun. And that's why I always think like you've got to enjoy the journey as much as the destination, because some things just don't work. And I had a long time to think about that during the marathon, because I completely bonked and died. So I think that was probably a very big like experience in terms of how I value myself now. CIM, because like I didn't actually think I didn't think it was possible to do that in my current situation. I love how much you hate that drink. I didn't realize I could still PB. Honestly thought I'd reach my max with how I was training. And then quit my job was pretty big. I think that was probably the biggest move.
Mate, I remember
fully investing
when
in
you
it.
said to me, I was like, you've never been in a better spot to do that. And it's fucking sick to see. And look how much it's paid off. So congrats to you, man. It's been a wicked year, and it's been great getting to know you as well.
And thank you so much for platforming me.
Wow. I mean,
you're the first guy who took the risk, you know?
Well, I also think, I look at this and go like, I always think that if you resonate with someone and you like think that they're a person you'd be friends with in normal life, like you reminded me in so much way, like you reminded me in so many ways of like people that I was mates with and am mates with growing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I had met you separate from Instagram, we would be pals. So I almost think it's just like a natural thing. Like,
I like you and Gabriel, like honestly, like the few like actual social media, like it's like it's weird because it's a job, but a lot of people think it's like people take it a lot more personally. Yeah, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And like I think a lot of people have a lot of friends in the industry, but actually like I meet a lot of people and go like, it's good to collaborate because it's like work. I think honestly, like what I do on like it's just be yourself and like be fully open, but also like, you know, you got me on the pod at like what 12k, like I know, and you backed it, you backed the horse, and like there's a lot of guys like Gabriel as well. Like,
for sure, man.
You and Gabriel have been like stands from the beginning, and like I look back at those first videos I did when I was in Kenya.
Yeah.
They're slow. They're
Mate, I remember
boring.
like it's so vividly you jumping in the freezing cold pool. I don't know why I remember that video.
Yeah. It's me and Steve.
But you're being yourself though.
Yeah, I'm being myself.
It's the same
Slow
Hugo.
as. Whereas like I watch now like my videos, even I've got so much to learn, but like, and actually like, not to like gas her up too much, honestly. Watching Mary do her thing, I was like, oh my God,
because you were saying she was editing in real time as well.
Literal levels to this game.
That's crazy.
This girl, like, honestly, we were sitting down at the pear tree. We were there for maybe an hour, not even that, 30, 40 minutes. This girl had been having a conversation with me and Connell and edited a reel that got 13,000 likes, and like within the space of 45 minutes, well edited as well. And I was like, there are so many levels to this game, and like I'm not even. And like, I look at my stuff now and think, yeah, it's much more punchy, much better. But I'm still learning, and I think that's the fun thing about it. Like I remember getting my corporate stuff. Like by the time I'd left, it was so comfortable and there was no growth. Whereas now it's like it's exciting because it's such a new industry. I'm learning still so much about how to do it, and like
you'll be on 100k by the time Boston Marathon comes around. I'm not been more certain of something. Like, that is a fact.
Yeah,
you're on
hopefully.
what, close to 60 now?
Yeah, 60, yeah.
Yeah, mate, unreal. Look, Hugo, it's been a pleasure.
Been a pleasure.
And also, it's been a pleasure getting to know you this year, man.
Oh, can't wait for lunch.
Sick.
Lunch? Dinner?
Yeah. Little 6:30 at Hawksmoor we got.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening this year, guys. Obviously, it's been the first 23 episodes. No, 24. 24 episodes of Motional Intelligence. So thank you if you're someone that stuck with me through the changeover to the new podcast. And thank you to any new faces that have joined. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'm going to take a little week off. Obviously, this is coming out Christmas Eve. I'm going to be taking next week off, which the next episode should be coming out New Year's Day, but it's not going to come out until the 8th. And we kick things off with Gabriel. Gabriel's finally joined back. He's back in the UK. I promise, we're going to do a podcast of 3 of us. Like, that will be sick. Yeah. We're going to do that 100%. But
I missed that, bloke.
Going to catch up with Gabriel. And also, I will just leave this here. We have got a very exciting thing launching. Can we say January? Do you think that's safe to say?
Yeah, there'll be some point in January.
Some point in January, maybe early Feb. And we are very excited for it. We had our first board meeting the other day, didn't we?
Nothing to do with Bonnie Blue.
Anyway, moving on. Happy Christmas, my friend. Merry Christmas.
Too. Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
To 2026.
To 2026. Take care.